Welcome back, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new to the channel, hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you, but it could also apply to somebody else that you are involved with at this time. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that circulates the videos to other people who may also need to see it on YouTube. So I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. I use the 12 houses of the zodiac, and then I focus in on 3 houses with the astrological guidance for each house, and then the goddess guidance as well. So the first house of influence will be the 3rd house. So the 3rd house is everything to do with communication. It's it's your written, your verbal, your body language. It's also the house of documents and contracts. It's the house of short journeys. This is local journeys and quick trips. And it's also it can have technological aspects as well to it. But it can also be specific communication. So it can be to people in general or specific people, but certain family members do also fall in under this. So this would be aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, general relatives, and even neighbors can fall in on this as well. So 3rd house being your main influence on this side. Coming in for you, you have Jupiter return benefits. So this lovely card to be having. So when it's a return, it implies that something is coming back to you, some abundance or some benefit or some opportunity or some reward even. But it's usually beneficial. It's a blessing of some kind. It can also bring relief or faith or strength. Or courage, something to actually do something, the impetus to do something, the motivation and so on. But it's definitely a boost of some kind. But because it's a return, it implies that it's coming back. Normally Jupiter does a rotation around your chart, takes about 12 years. So something from anywhere up to that period could be returning to you at this time and bearing fruit. So whether this could be a conversation, or it could be something to do with a document or a contract or some kind of idea or launch or some sort of plan that you may have had from before. It could even have been a business plan or an idea that you had from before, which never took off. It got shelved, or it got cancelled, or it just never came to anything, or it was just put aside in favor of other things which came up at the time. Or it could just be something that has sort of been quietly on the back burner, working for you. And it's a good possibility that it will come back to you now and bear fruit. It can also be a person. So this can be a person, any kind of relationship really, could be coming back to you. You could be hearing from a family member that you haven't heard from for a long time as well. It can be that. So something coming back to you, some sort of benefit, blessing, person, opportunity, abundance. And abundance can be in many, many different forms. It can be money, it can be an opportunity or an idea, anything that is going to give you a boost of some kind. The return is fairly quick. It's a fairly fast-moving energy. So whatever comes back to you, harness it, and it might be multiple opportunities actually. Then you must follow each one as best you can. You need to work it to pin the opportunity down, or to pin the blessing down, to actually anchor it down for yourself. So because it can rise very quickly into your awareness, and then it can just as easily go off, especially if it's not harnessed. So bear that in mind. The goddess guidance for this is Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this could very well be, because it's your 3rd house and you've got Jupiter, it could be that you are going to have a conversation or deliver a message to somebody, or you could be on the receiving end of that. something that is needs to be said or will be said. It could be, as I said, a message or some kind of opportunity, or it could be even be possibly a work-related, something that's coming back to you, or you're going to get engaged in it and deliver it yourself. But it implies communication of all kinds, so whatever that may be for you. But you're going to need to apply your intellect at this time in it as well. The third house does cover that. It also covers learning, neighborhoods, your environment, and so on. So you're going to need to actually focus what you want to say, and focus your intention appropriately for whatever may be coming for you. So if it's some sort of opportunity or idea, you're going to have to hone it to make sure that you follow it through until it's completed, until you've got something going, something positive comes out of that. So it's a kind of you need to focus your intention to actually bring it into being. As I said to you, with Jupiter return, it can come very quickly, multiple things even, and then it's up to you to follow that through. So use your intention to follow up and see these opportunities through, whatever it may be for you. But it really does require almost like sort of, attaching to a target and locking onto it and seeing it through until it's completed. Then the other house of influence is 7th house, partners. This is coming up for you. This can be a love relationship, it's normally a committed partnership, like a marriage or some other committed partnership. But it can also be a business partner, or it can be some other close personal one-on-one relationship that you are having at this time. So it's normally, as I said, it's one-on-one, personal. This is not a general, sort of applying to many different relationships. This is a very specific somebody that is, that you have a very close connection with. That is covered by the 7th house. The lower courts are also covered in there as well. So now the astrological guidance is Mercury mind coming in for you. So everything to do with Mercury is again related to communication. So this is verbal, written, can, as I said, be body language, whatever you are transmitting. This can be an exchange of ideas. This can be conversing with somebody. This can be delivering a message again or receiving a message. But in fact, in this case, I think you are going to be delivering a message. So this is basically, or you are structuring your thoughts, and what you say to achieve a goal. So it can also involve research or some kind of technology that you may, if you're in a business partnership, it may require research and technology to deliver this message that you want to get across, or to lighten the load that you are carrying in the partnership, or to make things easier, however you want to view it. But it's all about communication. It's about having a positive mindset as well. It could also be that truths need to be spoken, or need to be delivered, or need to be to be brought out in the open at this time. And that can be your own personal truth, or truths about how things are unfolding or how things are working, and so on. So it's everything to do with that. It can also be gossip, so be aware of that. So passing on things that are not necessarily the right thing to do. So always be careful what you say and who you say it to, and so on. And just avoid getting involved in any kind of entanglements around. You may have to talk your way into or out of something with Mercury around. It can also be that you need to bring a bit of humor in as well, to lighten the situation. So apply your intellect, apply your wit and humor to lighten things. And with everything going on in the world, and most of us being in isolation of some sort, in a home situation possibly, or in a business, this having a sense of humor and working your way through the problems, in a sort of applying your mind is going to go a long way to assist you moving forward. The goddess guidance is Green Tara. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So I feel that whatever the relationship is, whatever the partnership is that you're in, you may just be harboring a bit of resentment or feeling a bit overwhelmed that you are doing so much, perhaps juggling too much, and that you're just feeling overwhelmed at this time, and you need to talk to this person or two, whether it's as I said, a committed relationship or a business partnership or some other close relationship. You need to just sit down and discuss it. Have a positive mindset, use your sense of humor, think it through, come to a decision. There are decisions that need to be made here. And spend time. You need to spend time in contemplation as well on your own to come up with a plan. As I said, research may be required, but it is really very much about communicating. As I said, you may have to deliver a message, and you may have to just be honest, very honest about what it is that needs to be done and how it needs to be done. Make suggestions, and come across as sincere. That's important in any kind of communication like this. And ask for help. Ask for help to achieve what needs to be done in this situation. The third house of influence for you is second house, owning. So second house is everything to do with your income, how your income is coming into you, what are the channels for it. It's also intimately connected to your self-worth, so everything to do with your self-worth, and also your value systems. So this is what you value in yourself, what you value in others, and also what you value in your possessions and your ownership. So what you own, what you would find valuable in your world and in your environment. And this can be property related as well, any sort of material things, but it can also be part of your profession, which is real estate. It's property, land, anything to do with the land is second house. And all of these things are kind of rolled up in there, but it's very much about material and emotional resources. So your sense of self-worth, your security, your money, your income, your values, all of that are intimately connected. The astrological guidance going with that is Aries I am. So this is saying to you that you need to take action in some way in this house. So with everything that's going on in the world, it could be that you need to change the way you are earning your income, change the channels, or reorganize things, or diversify, or change the way you are handling it, either way you are handling it or the way it is. You're setting it up so that the money comes into you, or your income, whatever that may be. All the channels for that. It could be property related. Maybe you own a number of properties and you're needing to rearrange something, or you need to change the rentals that you're receiving. However you are receiving income. It could also be that you need to take action from a self-worth point of view. Perhaps, this time sitting at home in isolation has brought up a few issues for you. And it's a case of looking at that very honestly, and coming up with an action plan. You may have to, with the Aries card, because this is ruled by Mars, which is the warrior energy, you may have to be very direct and very honest with somebody. Get up front, put all your cards on the table, or you may have to do it with yourself. But it's a kind of an energy where, okay, there's no nonsense involved in this. This is Aries. No nonsense. Let's just get this sorted out. Now let's lay it all out. You may have to cooperate with others in order to achieve a result. So you may have to be a team player in some way, which is also indicated by the Green Tara card. So be a team player, but lead. You may have to lead in this case. You may have to defend yourself. You may have to face a challenge, or you may have to, put your case forward in some way. So it's a defense or a challenge or some kind of action which is required to make something happen. And it's a very, as I said, it's an action card, but this is not a rushed sort of flinging yourself around, rushing around from one place to another. The best way to get the energy out of this is measured and disciplined action, because then you can move mountains with this card. So measured, disciplined action, know what it is you want to do. If you have to consult with others, then fine. But it may be a collaborative effort, but it is really very much you leading the way and having others assist you possibly to achieve whatever it is that you need to achieve. And backing that up, we have Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So this is coming in with this exactly what I've said there. Your inner wisdom is about making decisions as well, but it's very much about don't give your power away to others. You must consult your own inner wisdom, your own inner knowing, and as I said, be honest with yourself, assess the possibilities, what it is, and then decide what course of action you're going to take, and then go about it in a very clear, no-nonsense way. But you need to take action now. Something needs to be initiated in this house, whatever it may be for you, but it is very much about accessing your own wisdom, and I feel this is going to come up soon. There's a moon peeping there, which could be a full moon, and that is around about the 8th of April. So think about what it is you need to do and take action without delay, which is the goddess guidance. Bottom of the goddess deck is Sulis, bodies of water. So spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So with the third house, you've got Jupiter return benefits. You may get the opportunity to go somewhere locally to spend time near water. Take it if it comes to you, because you're going to get a good benefit out of that. Or it could be that you need to relocate yourself to be closer to water, or you just need to spend more time near water, whether it's a lake or the sea, whatever is appropriate for you. If you cannot get there, then enjoy salt baths, whatever it is that you can do to enhance the energy which comes from the water. And this will help you to recharge your batteries, to recharge your energies, to tackle these various actions that you need to take coming up now. Sticking with the action side of things, bottom of the astrological deck is fire element desire. So again, something that's coming up for you where you need to take action. But again, with the fire, anything with the fire, the best way to get out, the best way to move forward with it is to take measured and disciplined action. This is again a no-nonsense card. This is a get things done card, but you may have to face challenges or some sort of defend yourself in some way. You may have to get up front with somebody, as I've said before. And it also is about clearing the landscape. So the fire scorches the earth, and then you are ready to plant new things. So a new beginning comes in with this, and it will be swift. It will be a swift new beginning that comes in for you, or some sort of fresh start that's coming in for you. And you will also, if you need to bring about the fresh start yourself, if you actually need to initiate it yourself, which is what I think it's asking you to do, is this is going to give you the courage and the determination in order to see it through. But you need to take action. If you don't, then it will come for you, and the universe will step in. And that's not always a great way to go about things, because then you kind of feel it may not be exactly what you expected or what you wanted. So try your best to initiate your actions and work through them, and harness the energy of this card, which is very much about passion. It's about enthusiasm. It's about motivation. It's about basically gathering all of that up to launch you in some new direction, which is coming for you at this time. Okay, Aquarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time.